What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Everyday Faith Podcast. I am your host, Tyler Klein, and joining me today, which I'm happy to share the room with a Michigan fan, not a Ohio State fan, and Pastor Todd.
That's right. Go Blue.
Is Jason Williams, the pastor of Lake Worth Beach. I mean, it's a new campus for us.
Yeah.
It's a lot of potential. Very excited about it. How you doing today?
Good, man. I'm great. Super excited to be here. Always fun to talk about all these things with you. And I found out you're a sports guy.
Big sports guy.
So
was hoping my Saints would draft at least one Michigan guy.
Yeah, I know.
Hasn't happened.
I know. Detroit did.
Yeah,
Detroit drafted Derek Moore. And
yes. I think my biggest downfall of being a Saints fan is they draft a lot of Ohio State fans.
They do.
But I love it at the same time.
Well, yeah, so the weird thing with Ohio State is like Taylor Decker was my favorite Lion.
Okay.
But I hated him at Ohio. Like if you're,
it's like you hate the Ohio State player, but you love him for your team because you know how good they are.
The product is a good product. I will say they put out a good product, even if Ryan Day puts up participation trophies behind him on the wall, stuff like that. But
now, real quick, off air, we were talking about fast food. It's a great icebreaker.
Yeah.
And we were talking about what we eat that's not good, what we crave. What is your go-to spot down here? Maybe in Lake Worth Beach, or just in the West Palm area. What is your go-to? Is it Taco Bell?
If I want like a junk food meal, we typically go to Chick-fil-A. If I want
God's
to
meal.
Really go, like I don't care about the results, it's either Taco Bell or Culver's.
You know what's funny is there's a Culver's, like you passed it 10 minutes down the street from here. And me and Lakin, we had no idea what that was.
Oh man,
because I don't know. Was that up north for you?
That's a northern thing.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Like, so not for us in Pennsylvania where we live.
Yeah, it doesn't exist.
And so like we had so many people that would come out to our house, be like, "How do you guys not go there every day?" I'm like, I don't even know what that is. I went there one time, got chicken tenders, and I thought it was gross. And like chicken tenders.
Oh yeah.
You gotta go for a burger. You gotta go for their ice cream.
Yeah.
And so like we went a month ago too, and I was like, all right, let's get a burger.
Yeah.
Get the root beer is delicious.
The root beer is good.
And like they give you like this little ice cream. I forget the meal we get. It might even be a kid's meal, but it's like an amazing value meal. Yeah. And I was like, this isn't terrible.
No, they have pretty good prices.
Yeah.
They have like if you like a fish sandwich, their fish sandwich is good.
That sounds like potential food poison though.
It is. It is. You know what? You got I like their burgers. I like their root beer. I like their concrete mixers. And then
concrete mixers.
Yeah, it's good.
Is it really? Is that ice cream?
It's ice cream with it's what the McFlurry should be.
Okay, gotcha.
Like the McFlurry should be like chunks of things.
Yeah.
And then you have to get cheese curds. If you've never had a cheese curd,
I haven't. No.
Anyone watching, if you've never had a cheese curd, get the cheese curds from Culver's. It's just fried cheese.
Yeah, that sounds like pretty good.
Bro.
Do you remember Long John Silver's?
Yeah,
that was good.
Yeah,
I think you'd have risked though of getting sick.
Yeah,
at Long John Silver's.
It's a risk. It's like that's kind of how Taco Bell is. Yeah. Like once a year.
We're big Wawa people.
Yeah,
is that? Did you have that?
We didn't have Wawa.
That's like people down here are like it's a gas station. I'm like, no, it's like a bougie. You go up north, like everyone goes there for lunch breaks. Like you're getting a Wawa hoagie, you're getting burgers, pizza.
Oh, okay, all right. So I just learned this from John McTaggart because he talked about. We were playing soccer and John was like, "I'm going to go get a hoagie."
Yeah, so I call them hoagies.
So you call it a hoagie.
I don't call it a sub.
So, okay. All right. So
I get made fun of.
A hoagie is the same thing as a sub.
It's better.
It's better than a sub.
I came down and everyone was like, you got to go to Pub Sub. I said, you got to get a Wawa hoagie. And they're like, what? And I will say a Publix sub is so good.
They're good.
It's really good.
Yeah, they're really good. But typically like local, if I'm trying to get something and not have it potentially risk food poisoning, Celis.
Yeah,
I like Celis.
I never had that.
Celis is really good.
Really,
Celis Juice Company.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
It's really good.
But I've never had it.
Sandwiches are incredible.
Really,
and like high protein, low. Like they're good.
Did you have Sheetz up where you're from?
We did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sheetz is good too.
Sheetz is really good.
Sheetz is good if you like late at night. You're like, I want a greasy snack.
Yeah.
Like you just get the bucket of fries, which are the best fries in the world. And then they had these little mac and cheese bites.
Yeah, the mac and cheese
bites.
Those
were insane.
Yes.
I miss Sheetz. Like, I don't know how to explain to people down here. Like, we had gas station food, but like, I feel like when you tell people it's gas station food, like 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, like, these were places where you're getting a greasy burger out of a gas station. It was delicious.
Yeah, Sheetz, like I like Buc-ee's. I'll get that brisket sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
That thing's amazing.
Buc-ee's is good.
But, like, if I'm going to Sheetz, it's because I want something different. Like,
I think Buc-ee's is around because of Sheetz and Wawa.
I think so.
Like, what's that saying? Like, they had to walk so the Buc-ee's could run.
Yeah. Sheetz had to walk so Buc-ee's could run.
Yeah.
You had to get the brisket sandwich. You had to start off by getting that greasy burger, putting like onion rings on it, cheese bites, and it weighs like 6 pounds.
Oh yeah. Now just share a little bit about, you're from the north, what that looked like, where you moved around, how you ended up in Florida.
Yeah. So I was born and raised, greatest state in the Continental Union. Great state of Michigan.
Wolverines, baby.
Yeah, go blue. So I was born and raised in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. Okay. So if you don't know, Michigan has it has 2 peninsulas, and they're attached by a 5-mile bridge. And so it's the longest expansion bridge or suspension bridge in North America. And to get to where I lived, you had to go from Detroit like 5 hours north and then cross this bridge. Dang. And then it was like another hour up. My brother's actually going to swim under that bridge on Labor Day in a race, which is crazy. 5 miles. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, he's got like a wetsuit. Like, it's freezing cold.
Well, it gets cold in Michigan.
Bro, their snow just melted. Like, my parents had 3 feet of snow like 10 days ago.
I don't miss that. Because when it rains and it gets hard, and it's like, you know that snow is going to be there for a month.
Yeah, man. Like, at Christmas, it's magical.
Oh, absolutely.
Like November, Thanksgiving, it's the most incredible place on earth.
Yeah.
But in February, when you don't see the sun and it's just dumping feet of snow, the magic.
And you step outside and that wind is cold to your bone. Yeah. Even when you have a jacket on, you're like, what are we doing?
Yeah. Yeah, or like, it'll be 85 degrees in the middle of July and you get in that water and it's like taking a ice plunge.
There was a couple. So I work in construction. There was a couple times I would try and describe to guys like what it's like in the cold.
Yeah.
And it was an older gentleman. The one day I was like, yeah, like you'd have kids that would walk to the bus stop wearing shorts.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was like, the look on his face, he was like,
yeah,
shorts and there's snow. I'm like, yeah, like it's not like Antarctica.
No.
Like it's cold.
It's cold.
Like it could get down to the negatives, but like you have some crazy kids that like, hey mom, like can I please wear shorts to school?
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, you know, I grew up on this little lake called East Lake, so it's 2 miles round, and there's people who still go cut a hole in the ice, jump into it, you know,
thank you.
Get out, run into the house, hit the sauna. Actually, my family does it every time Michigan beats Ohio State.
Really?
Yeah, we cut a hole in the ice and jump in.
It's got to be good for you though.
Yeah, it's really good for you. I mean,
are you a cold plunge kind of guy?
Yeah. People pay a ton of money to do that. We just used to do it growing up. Didn't know it was good. We thought it was like a crazy idea. It turns out.
Yeah, that's so funny. So how you moved eventually to Ohio, right?
Yeah. So
why and how did that work?
Yeah. So I moved first to Indiana. I was 17.
Okay.
Moved to Indiana. Went to college there. Met my wife, who was from Columbus, Ohio.
It's tough.
Yeah. But she's a Michigan fan now.
So I would say that must be a split household for a while.
It was for a long time.
Especially going over to her parents' house and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we can't.
Yeah, and I moved to Ohio in the decade of Urban Meyer just wiping the floor with us.
Tough.
So it was like, welcome to this state that just continually kicks our butt.
I remember looking at my dad. I'm like, so why did you make me a Michigan fan? Yeah. Like every year we're just gonna get beat by these guys. I'm like, I don't even know how we're Michigan fans.
Yeah, and we didn't just lose. Like I remember there was games that were open in two drives, and it was like we lost. And then just the beat down would get.
The closest that for the longest time before they had like J.J. McCarthy and all this, the closest time that we ever got was, what was the quarterback's name? Gardner.
Yeah, Devin Gardner.
And you saw them score, and you watched the coach put up 2 to go for 2. I was like, oh, crap, we're going for the win.
That was Brady Hoke, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is the closest we're going to get. And we didn't get it.
That was the high water mark.
For years. But, hey, it's good now. I like Bryce Underwood.
Yeah, I like Bryce Underwood.
I like the new coach.
I like Kyle Whittingham.
I like him a lot. He's older, and I don't think people expected that pick, but I think he brings a good culture change.
Yeah.
Especially after something that's kind of going on.
It's needed. It's been needed for a while. I think he brings, and I like the running game.
Oh yeah, we got the number one kid out of high school.
Yeah,
plus the guys we already have.
Yeah,
and the wide receiver group's young and good.
And I like. I don't know if you watch the spring game, but Lloyd Carr's grandson
looked good.
He can ball.
He can ball.
So I think Bryce obviously is the guy, and Bryce is going to be really good.
Yeah,
but it's not bad to have Carr there.
Not bad. We're a little off topic, but like, what do you think about college athletes getting paid? Because I think it's tough. And I remember writing an essay in college like 10 years ago about this.
Yeah. I think if they're using your name to profit,
yes,
I have no problem like with you getting some of the profit.
100% agree.
I don't know if what we're doing right now is the same thing.
No.
I will say it's interesting that Big Ten teams have become a lot better since you can openly pay.
They might be better than SEC teams now. I mean, it's debatable. Like, look at the past 3 championships.
Yeah. Indiana. I mean, like
Michigan, Ohio State.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah. So I think it's balanced things because there probably was stuff going on. Well, there what? Like, there always has been stuff. Yeah. But if I have a jersey and it's being sold with my name on it, I should be
100%
compensated for that.
100%.
But I don't know if what we're doing now is the same thing.
Yeah.
Of like, hey, if you come here, we're going to give you $7 million.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the same thing.
Sometimes they're making more money than athletes in the NFL.
Yeah, there's the kid that didn't want to go from Ole Miss. He didn't want to go to the NFL. He was like fighting to stay in college because he was going to.
Why not?
Yeah, he's going to make more money.
Nick Saban said it last night. He said the average age of kids getting drafted this year is like 24 or 25. Yep. It's the most they've ever seen.
Yep.
And it's like, why not? Like, if you're not projected to be a first round pick,
yeah,
get all the money. But I agree with you where I'm like, if they're using your name, if they're selling your jersey, if you're in the video games, you get that money. If you're doing sponsorships.
Right.
But Greg Olson said it the best when he's like, could you imagine, like, just say Joe Burrow, right?
Yeah.
He signs a 4-year deal, a lot of money. And after year 1, he's like, hey, I'm going to go test the market.
Yeah.
What do you mean you're going to go test the market? Like, when I'm seeing on Twitter, like, the Michigan Wolverines reached an agreement to bring back this player, I'm like, what do you mean reached an agreement to bring him back?
Yeah.
Like, he committed to this school.
Cadeau's here. Like, why are yeah.
So that's the part that I think kind of gets me is like every year's free agency now. And these kids, there's more and more money where it's like, they're getting paid more than some of these NFL athletes.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
It is. And also, like, coaches now, you can't even start a guy in the spring game. Because if that dude, the other dude's not starting or named the starter in the spring game, he's getting messages in that game recruiting him to go elsewhere.
Which is crazy. Crazy.
It's not the same thing as you signing your autograph and me paying you because I profited off of that.
I think it's going to ruin college football because I think a lot of people enjoyed the vibe of college football because these kids were fighting for something.
Yeah.
And now it's like, I'm ready to make money.
Yeah.
All right, totally off topic.
I can talk about this all day. Sorry.
So you meet your wife.
Yep.
How do you guys, just short story, how do you guys end up in Florida?
Yeah.
And was that hard?
Yeah. I mean, it was a journey. We met in Indiana. She moved back to Columbus. I was living in Indiana.
Oh, some long distance.
Yeah.
That's tough. I've been there.
It was terrible, man. It's
almost 2 years.
Yeah. Oh, that was longer than us.
That's terrible.
It's brutal. It
improves your character though.
It does. Yeah, I was like working 2 jobs and driving up every weekend.
Is that? It's been a while since I stared at a map.
Yeah.
How far of a drive is
that? It was 5.5 on like a.
It's like driving to Jacksonville almost. That stuff.
Yeah. So
you love that. You loved her though.
Yeah, I loved her. Like, it was always worth it.
Yeah.
Man, there would be Monday mornings. Like, I worked for a construction company Monday morning.
Oh man.
And bro, I would be like dragging, and then straight from there to go work for FedEx loading trucks.
Dang,
and man. So like when Monday night rolled around, it was midnight. I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to go to bed.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, it was long distance, and then I moved to Columbus to be closer to her.
Yeah,
and we started working at a church there, and got married. Served at that church for almost a decade, and then started a church in another suburb of Columbus in Westerville. And so we started a church out of a CrossFit gym, and then it went into like a jazzercise ballet gym.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah. So it was funny. Like when we started it, we would do like God WOD. So it was like, these guys would be playing 50 Cent. They'd be playing, all this stuff. There's F-bomb. There's all these things.
I believe it.
And then like you drop the weights when the timer goes off, and they'd be like, all right, Pastor Jay's going to preach. I'll get out there like trying to catch my breath. Like, all right, let's open our Bibles.
Lord, forgive us for the secular music that we're jamming out to right now.
Exactly. So that kind of like, I was doing that. I was working with Fellowship of Christian Athletes. I was working with politicians. I had like multiple Bible studies kind of running all over.
I heard you mention before working with Christian athletes.
Yeah.
That sounds like a really fun job.
I love it.
Because I know there's a Mike Miller. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah, Mike's a great guy.
He kind of does that right now for high school athletes. Yeah. And I think that's so cool.
It's awesome.
So what is that? This is what's great about doing this podcast. There's so many things you could pick at.
Yeah.
What does that look like? Like, are you just meeting with these college athletes like once a week, and you're having like almost like a Bible study with them?
Yeah.
And then like maybe meeting up if they want to have coffee and stuff.
Yeah, so it's a little bit different at different levels. There's middle school, there's high school, there's college, there's professional.
Yeah.
So I was like a chaplain, so I kind of interacted with different levels when needed. A guy like Mike is like trying to build community in a school. So he's specifically working with athletes of any sport. He's having Bible studies with them. They're leading their own Bible studies in the school.
Gotcha.
And he's kind of helping facilitate that. So he's really...
That's amazing.
Really what you do is work with the leaders and develop them. And then they're able to like pour into their own peers.
That's so cool, man. You're like building the younger generation.
Yeah. Yeah. And then what I would do is come along and like be the chaplain for their teams. So like our Westerville Central High School football team and basketball team, I was their chaplain. So I went to practice once a week. I helped spiritually and emotionally guide the younger guys, prayed with them when needed, spoke when needed, did a lot of those things, and then led a huddle once a week. So that huddle was like me kind of pouring into the leaders.
Yeah. That's cool. I mean, did you ever get to the professional level of that?
Yeah. So I spoke a couple times with the Columbus Crew, which is our MLS team, and was friends with a bunch of their guys.
That's awesome.
Yeah, one time it was pretty cool. I did, they had a faith and family night, so I brought like 300 believers. We all watched the game, and then some of their guys came out, and I interviewed them about their faith, and then gave the gospel, like standing at the middle of Crew Stadium.
That's so cool.
It was cool.
That's so cool. That'd be so cool to like be at a professional level, not for like the fame and everything, but like just to like pour into these guys that are on a platform.
Yep.
Like I the one thing I took away from the NFL draft this year is all these kids giving glory to God.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's amazing. Like you can see there's some kind of movement going on, especially the one when you saw Ohio State was it last year, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So now you're doing that. Mm-hmm. How do you get down to Florida?
Yeah. So we had planted this church. And the entire like last couple of years, like I had gone through, we had COVID, then I had 2 strokes, and I had a heart surgery, then I got crazy. COVID twice. So
what's that span look like within like 6 months?
Yeah, it was like 6 months.
Wow.
It was brutal.
While trying to do a church.
Yeah, trying to plant a church. We also owned a business that we were doing.
That takes some grit.
Man, it does. It does. There were days I would preach, go home, and I couldn't get up the stairs.
Yeah.
I was so worn out because the thing about the strokes that I had, the brain damage just like is so hard on your body.
That's crazy.
It just wears you down. So,
how do you recover your brain from that? I mean, what does that look like? Is there rehab for that? Is there some kind of thing they have you read? Like, what does that look like?
Yeah, there is. some of it was just like God's hand just healing me.
Yeah.
I was in the MRI tube. I couldn't use the left half of my body. The technician who was doing the MRI was like, I'm not a Christian, but I'll play a Christian song. And she played that Waymaker song.
Great song.
Yeah. And so I was in there in this tube and, I'm hearing Waymaker. And when I got out, she was like, you feel better? And
no way.
Because like the whole left half of my body just started working in the tube.
Wow.
So
so good.
While listening to Waymaker, it's wild.
That's crazy. So whatever happened to that person? Did they ever like look at that and like,
yeah,
maybe I take back what I say?
She said to me, she was like, man, I like I said, I'm not a believer, but this is crazy.
So let me share the gospel with you real quick.
Like you should be a believer. And
that's
then
amazing.
So physically, that all happened in that tube. Like I walked out of the hospital a couple days later.
Wow.
But then the surgery on my heart, and then the COVID twice, like it just drained me.
Oh, I bet.
So I went from the day before I had strokes, I did a 235-pound clean, a 405-pound deadlift, and then ran a mile in 6 minutes. The time I started going to the gym after recovering from COVID the second time, I could barely lift the bar.
Wow.
So yeah, it was a lot. Yeah. But yeah, mentally the recovery at like 6 months, you start to get some of your memory back. At like a year, you start to get past some like depression and all of that stuff that goes with that. And then at about 18 months, your energy starts to come back.
Yeah.
So things I did, like I tried to be as active as I could possibly be.
Yeah.
And I tried to read more, do crossword puzzles, do stuff that would like stimulate brain growth.
Yeah.
Balance things, trying to use my right hand since I'm left-handed, all those things.
Are you left-handed?
Yeah.
My wife's left-handed. I don't believe that left-handers are real. I'm just kidding.
We're like birds. We're not real.
That's that's a crazy good story.
Yeah.
Now what does that look like with your faith with God? Like, how did that challenge your faith with God? I mean, COVID twice, heart surgery, can not even move your left side of your body.
Yeah.
What did that look like?
Yeah, it was interesting. When I had the strokes, there was like no shaking. Like, I'm good. I'm gonna get through this. I'll walk out of here. Like I kept telling the doctor, like I'm gonna walk out of this hospital. You'll see.
Yeah.
So there was like no lack of faith. But when it came like heart surgery, then COVID.
I mean, heart surgery is scary.
Yeah.
I mean, like obviously we're called not to fear with God.
Yeah.
But I mean, when you hear the word heart surgery, you're like, anything can go wrong.
Yeah. 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 So the surgery I had through my hip, I was fully awake. No medicine, because they were like, we don't want any more brain damage. So the doctor literally told me like, this is gonna hurt really bad.
No way.
And it did. It did.
So you felt everything.
Oh man. But yeah, there's a giant screen to this side.
You can watch it, right?
Yeah, and I can see I can see the tube going in my heart and feel like my body being pressed. Like it was wild.
Why couldn't they put you to sleep? Because the medicine inside of you, they said?
Yeah, so I had so much brain damage from the 2 strokes.
Oh my god.
So like to sedate you causes brain damage. So they were like, we don't want to do that.
Was there any like, did you have any like cold feet? You're like, there's no way I could do this.
Yeah.
I'm going to be sitting here watching them go in my side.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to sit here and watch this.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And then there's like the very real, like if anything goes wrong, you are going to be sedated, and because we're going to open
knows
heart.
What that does to your brain.
Yeah. We'll open heart surgery on that table. So there's definite fear.
What a story, man.
I think it was the COVID, like that first round of COVID when I finally felt good. I finally was coming back and finally able to like preach and do the things. And then to get COVID where like I immediately was just laying on my back in a bed for like 13 days or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That's where I like faith was a lot harder at that point. Like, what is happening?
What's happening? Now, we're going to get to how you got to Florida, but I feel like this is a great spot to insert. We talked off air, and one thing I love about asking people is, what do you see young adults struggling with?
Yeah.
I was telling Dwight this. I was like, you would think you'd hear the same answer by now.
Yeah.
And that's what's so cool is so many people are experiencing different things. Mm-hmm. And you told me there's a lack of grit.
Yeah.
And I thought that was amazing because I think that's so true.
Yeah.
So kind of going off your story, I want to go back into that in a second. But like, just for those that don't know what that is, like, what is grit to you?
Yeah.
And maybe through a biblical lens too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely see an issue now. I think comfort is a killer.
Yeah.
And I think we've been so comfortable for so long
mm-hmm.
that anytime there's any difficulty, we're out.
Yeah.
And especially I think, younger people, if there's an awkward interaction at church, we got 15 more to choose from.
Yeah.
If there's an awkward interaction with a coworker, we'll just quit that job because we got 15 more jobs.
Yeah.
If we don't like McDonald's, we can go to Culver's. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think we've really lost sight of the struggle being part of the good thing.
Yeah.
And so I really think younger people have a hard time with any discomfort because we view it as bad, because here in America, if there's something not comfortable, we get rid of it and put something comfortable in its place.
Yep. Discomfort. What's the other one? Conflict. How to handle conflict healthy, like in a healthy way, in a healthy Christian way.
Yep.
Anything like that. I totally agree. Where like, I just feel like when times get hard, it's so easy for our generation to be like, it's okay. I'm cool with stepping away and doing something else.
I'm gonna do this because it's all like I have a sense of peace about doing something else.
Yeah.
But like the disciples on the water didn't have a sense of peace, even though
I was just thinking in my brain, man, that's crazy.
Jesus had to meet them in the middle.
Yeah.
All right. So it's not always the sense of peace that's good for you.
I think when you become a Christian, you're signing up for uncomfortable things.
Absolutely.
Like Jesus is going to call us out of our comfort, right? I mean, you think about just having a gospel conversation. That's not comfortable.
No.
That's a little awkward sometimes.
It's very awkward.
I used to pray in a way where I was like, hey God, like today, like let me, like the most simple prayer where I was like, let me just be a smile for somebody. Let me just like be there to talk with somebody. I never would say the words use me to share the gospel.
Yeah.
Because it was uncomfortable.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now I'm trying to embrace that. I'm like, whatever you need me to do, use it.
Yeah.
But like you said, like it's easy to quit a job because it's too hard. Now there's a difference between if something's unhealthy.
Yeah.
That's a totally different situation.
Totally different conversation.
What would you like? What does grit mean to you? Like, we actually use it at work, and I wish I remembered what all the letters stand for.
Yeah.
It's like gratitude. Something. Like it's our core values.
Yeah. So I think grit is, Jesus set his face like a flint towards Jerusalem, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think we cultivate grit through gratitude, through relentless learning, through integrity, and then being thick-skinned, tight-lipped.
Yeah.
Gratitude especially should be the foundation for all of us, because if we're grateful for something, we're not going to want to quit it.
Yeah.
And I think that the reason we quit on relationships, we quit on all of these things, is we're constantly being shown something different.
Yep.
And so
this is killing us.
Yeah, it is. And so we're no longer grateful because, it's like an old man thing. But when I was a kid, like we played with sticks outside.
Oh yeah.
That's what we did.
We would pretend they were guns.
Yeah.
It was not the best thing, but it was fun.
Yeah. But now, man, like my daughter has any toy like she wants. If she doesn't have it, someone's buying it. Like, so we have to figure out ways to teach her how to be grateful for what she does have.
Yeah.
And then relentless learning, man. I think Michael Jordan, I believe, was the guy that said, could be Michael Scott, but
I love Michael Scott.
that said, I never lose, I learn.
Oh, I like that.
And I think that's if everything is an opportunity to learn, then you don't want to quit, because losses help you learn. Things help you learn. Yeah. Discomfort helps you learn.
You ever see Meet the Robinsons on Disney?
Meet the Robinsons.
I just made my wife watch it. It was a movie when I was growing up. And he fails as an inventor, and they cheer him, and he's so confused. He's like, why are you cheering? I failed. Like, how are you going to learn?
Yeah.
Like if we just only cheered when you succeeded, well, where's the growth out of that?
Right. Right.
And going back to being you said gratitude, like that people say journal too.
Yeah.
Write down what you're grateful for.
Write it down.
Because you'll realize how blessed of a life you're living.
If you write down, hey, here's 10 things I'm grateful for with my spouse, my house, my family every day, it changes your life.
Oh, yeah.
Because you start to realize like, oh man, like my wife's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Well, I think it's almost like a little bit of a slap in the face to God when we kind of like, we're told not to complain.
Yeah.
And we do it every day.
Every day.
And I'm guilty of it. Like, I'm not a perfect man. No one is. And like, there's times I'm like, man, I need to check my heart.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be complaining about work. I'm like, I have a job.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have a house. I have a wife.
Right.
Like, I have breath in my lungs. Like, even the simplest thing, like, I can move my finger.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that's still like, so you can continue with the grit, because I like this.
Yeah. So gratitude is foundation of it. Like,
yeah.
If you're not grateful, you're not going to have grit. You just won't. You'll always be, I'm moving on to something different.
Yeah.
Relentless learning. Everything is an opportunity to learn. You're not losing, you're learning.
Yeah.
Right? Integrity. And I think integrity is important because what integrity does is it keeps you in the places you want to be.
Okay.
If you don't have integrity. So I grew up in this world of like, these preachers would preach these really hard things.
Yeah.
And they weren't backing it up.
Yeah.
And so then they couldn't stay where even if they wanted to. So we need to be people of integrity, especially men. Like we need to be men who have integrity.
Yeah.
We do what we say what we do. Like we're, we
like God, his he never breaks those promises.
Right.
That's a good reflection of how we should be.
Right. And then I think that if you want to have grit, thick skin, tight lip.
So I heard you say this one and I love this one because, the Bible says we should be quick to listen and slow to speak.
Yeah.
And this might hurt some people, but we live in a soft world.
Yeah. No, we definitely do.
I'm firsthand at that in construction. Like sometimes like people are yelling at you and they're not yelling at you because they're mad at you. Like they're just like, they're trying to get a job done.
Yeah.
And it's hard to have thick skin sometimes. We're like, man, why you don't got to talk to me like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I don't need this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's very like, I had this conversation with my wife the other day because I was going through some stuff and I said, hey, God, what do you want me to do? You want me to just roll over here? Mm-hmm. Like what am I supposed to do here? And I said, don't answer that.
Yeah.
Because I know what you're going to say.
Mind.
Like there's a healthy way, and like, and God did some things back in the Old Testament where it's like, but man, like Jesus is this reflection of like, man, how to handle conflict, how to lay your life down for people, how to serve. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, that is so hard.
It's so difficult.
And I said, just picture, right? Like when he met Judas, knowing that that's the guy that's probably going to betray him.
Yeah.
And on the day that he was going to betray him, he still washed his feet. How crazy is that?
Right.
And like, if that is not a reflection of like we live in a world where like, if someone rubs me the wrong way,
yeah,
I'm not going to fight for that relationship.
No,
I'm going to give him the cold shoulder.
Right.
And it's like, man, like, but Jesus would love that person so much and he would forgive that person. Mm-hmm. And if that person doesn't want to receive it, shake the dust off.
Yeah. Yeah. Jesus.
You tried to be the reflection of Jesus in that.
Right. That's
hard.
Dude, it's incredibly hard. He asked twice as many questions as he gave statements.
Wow.
So like, I think Jesus only directly answered like 8 of the questions that may be wrong, but that he was asked. But he asked a ton of questions. So he's tight-lipped. He's not constantly doing all these things, but also thick-skinned. Like you said, like this dude's gonna kill me. He's gonna give me away. I'm gonna wash his feet.
Man, that's mind blowing to me.
Yeah, and I think our world
convicts me.
Yeah.
It does.
Our world. I'm a pastor. Every time I speak, people are gonna have opinions. They're gonna have thoughts.
Yeah.
Not only about that, but like everything we do that Sunday, they're gonna have opinions. They're gonna have thoughts on worship, greeting, all that.
Yeah.
And then there's going to be thoughts and opinions on everything we do all week. If you're not thick-skinned, you just can't do it.
Yeah.
Right? Like you've got to be able to have enough grit to be like, okay, we're learning, we're improving, and we're moving on to next Sunday.
Yeah. Because even taking feedback, like if I asked you, like say I was becoming a pastor and you were mentoring me, and I walked up to you and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like, how can I improve? Even if you go up to your wife, right, and you say, I always ask her once in a blue moon because sometimes it hurts. I'm like, how can I be a better husband?
Yeah.
If you can't accept what they're going to say in a loving way, be like, you know what? you point out a flaw and I need to grow in that. Like if you don't have the thick skin to hear it, that's tough. That's going to be a tough thing for you. You're gonna be like, I'm not growing in that. I think I'm perfect at that.
Yeah. Anytime I think I've nailed something, my wife and daughter are like, hey, this is what you need to improve at.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man.
Now, why do you think so many people will take the sign of discomfort as I'm out? Like I think that like, I have been there at work where like I have had such a hard moment one time. I'm like, God, is this really where you want me? But it's more of like is this just getting a little too hard and I don't want to work harder towards it because I messed up?
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of young adults, they're like, I feel like God's leading me here. This is the door. You get in there 3 months later, this isn't it.
Yeah.
But it's like, but is it because it got a little too hard for you to work, or is it like something else? So I feel like people will get in a discomfort spot where they're like, this isn't where God wants me. So why do we feel like people feel like that way?
Yeah, I think number one, we're constantly looking at devices that are always showing us better and different things.
Yeah.
And so anytime that we face discomfort, we can get on a device and see how everyone has it seemingly perfect. In reality, their social media is sandcastles, right? They look great, but waves are just going to collapse them. And so I think that's a big part of it. But also, man, like we've been custom trained that culturally trained that comfort is good and needed and it's everything, and discomfort is bad or wrong. And so we look at any time there's discomfort, we American Christians view it as like, well, this is bad, I need to get out of here. But you look around the world, there are Nigerian Christians choosing to stay in their town because it will get more uncomfortable.
I mean, they're putting their life on the line. That's uncomfortable. What we have is pretty easy.
Yeah, man. I woke up this morning. I went and got Starbucks. I drove here and met you when we have a great conversation about sports and faith. And then we go about our day. Like there's not a group of people hunting me.
We can express our faith for God pretty much everywhere in this country.
Yeah,
feel pretty
you
safe.
have a Kingdom Come hat on. There's like you know what I mean? Like but I think that we've bought into They Lived Happily Ever After, right? The end of the movie is the beginning of reality. And because all of our stuff is in shorter form, I think we don't understand that. So we expect like we spend more time preparing for a 50-minute wedding ceremony than we do the 50 years following it.
Oh, I like that. That was good.
It's the thing I'm picking up with couples is like, we'll have it all down to the color of the napkin, but nothing planned past the honeymoon. And so when the honeymoon ends, we have some kids and we have life and we're looking around like, this isn't it. This isn't what I've been told. I've been told this would make me happier, better. We would live happily ever after. You are living happily ever after. In the uncomfortable things. Like the dirty diapers are the happily ever after.
It's tough.
But
dirty diapers are tough.
They are tough.
I love that, man, because I feel like every conversation I have on this podcast, it all leads back to, are you consistently in God's word? Because that's the truth. That's what's going to get you through this. That's the foundation. And I feel like the enemy wants us to be in isolation. And like you said, when you are in comfort, that could lead to anxiety. That could lead to depression, suicides at a high time, the most highest rate we've ever had. And like I said earlier, like God doesn't promise us an easy life. When you sign up for that, like he promises peace. And he's going to be there with you. But like we are going to be called to uncomfortable situations, and in those uncomfortable situations, I feel like that is when we need to lean on him the most. Roll up our sleeves and be like, man, I need some grit in my life. And I'm going to get through this with God.
Jesus set his face like a flint. Like a flint is this tool where other things are used to sharpen it or beat against it. And Jesus is like, no, this is where I'm going. I think all of us need to be doing activities together that make us uncomfortable. to develop within us the ability to confront being uncomfortable.
Yeah. What was that Spartan thing you were telling me off air?
Yeah. So the Spartans hated fear.
Yeah.
Like that was the worst thing for Spartans. And obviously we're not recommending everything Spartans said or did. But what they got right was they built these tight-knit communities, these cultures. And one of the things they did is because they hated fear so much, they built programs of them doing activities together physically leading up to battles, all the way up to like, hey, at this point before the battle, everyone's going to check everyone else's gear.
Yeah.
At this point before the battle, we're all going to do this physical activity together.
Yeah.
I think what we see now, particularly with young men, we don't do much physical activity, and we certainly don't do it together with others.
Yeah.
So we need to find physical activities we love. We need to do them with others as much as we can and force ourselves into discomfort so that we get more comfortable with it. Like you can get comfortable in the discomfort.
Yeah.
And then you begin to like learn from it, grow through it. And that way, when life throws haymakers at you, you're able to just keep walking forward like Jesus did towards Jerusalem.
And that's just why community is so important too. Just like you're saying, that's just such an important thing. And sports, man, that's one thing I love about sports is like, I hope my son gets into sports. So I want to put him in sports because it develops a lot of good characteristics.
It does.
How to work as a team when you don't really, everyone's different, right? But a chain link, like you need to be strong together.
Yeah.
And you need to understand how to work as a team. Where did I want to go with that? If I was going to ask you, like, what's one piece of advice you would give to a young adult that feels like they want to give up, they don't like to be in the discomfort, is that pretty much what you would recommend? Is
find a way to be doing physical activities with people you love. Whether I'm not a pickleballer, but like if you're a pickleball dude or girl, play pickleball with other believers. If it's golf, I don't have the time or money to golf, but play golf, be physical, and be physical in activity with other believers. And I think especially men, we don't like it, but we need it. One of the reasons we have so much fear is we're alone in a room playing Call of Duty. And that's not what God built men to do. Not that it's bad. I like Call of Duty, all that. But like, be in the Word, and then be in activity with other people.
I totally agree. I agree. I think the Bible calls us to be in communion with others. And I think the Bible this is why it's important to be in the Word. Like I always tell people, like, I don't like reading really. I force myself to do it.
Right.
And the same thing with the Bible. Like it could be not fun. But you need it, man, because the Bible shows you real people, not stories, like not fake stories. Like Moses. Moses was in some discomfort when God called him to go free all those Israelites. He was like, me? I can't even speak right. You want me? I mean, you think about Paul. Like Paul was literally trying to abolish, like just end the Christian movement. And then God calls him to go preach. And there were probably so many people that looked at him like, what are you doing here? Like it was probably very uncomfortable for him. And he could have quit at any moment. But instead he wrote most of the New Testament. And so it's like God calls you into uncomfortable spaces to do great things. I think that's what we got to remember.
And if you're not able to handle the uncomfortable moments, and then you're not living the way you need to be living, because we need to prepare ourselves for those things. I think especially like my grandkids, they're going to need to be ready for discomfort. So I have to like teach my daughter now, like, hey, there's just some uncomfortable situations, get used to them.
I love that. I think to bring this all together is like, we're talking about grit. I feel like listening to your story, which is a great story, at any moment you could have just quit. You could have been like, well, I don't want to do this church anymore. I mean, I've had 2 strokes. Lord, Lord, I'm questioning everything you're doing in my life. So like, what really anchored you through that to like roll your sleeves up and be like, I'm going to ride this out with you through the end?
A big part of that for me is I have a wife that believes in me. I have a daughter that believes in me. I think men, we should believe in God. We should build trustworthy relationships, and we should bet on ourselves. More than we do. But a big thing for me is like, my wife believes in me, And if you have a wife that believes in you, there's nothing you can't do.
Right? I love that.
Like a lion who knows he's got lionesses, like a lioness that's really believing in him to supply, he'll fight any animal.
Yeah.
Right? Men are the same. Like we will go at anything if we know there's a woman who believes in us.
Yeah.
And so we're willing to come home carrying our shield or being carried on it.
Yeah. Because
she's waiting and believing in us. So that was a huge thing. But then also the examples I've had, my dad and mom planted a church 50 years ago in a town of 80 people.
Wow.
In northern Michigan, where Christianity's not really a thing. Like they don't, there's the expressionism that comes along with Christianity makes Michiganders like, nah. Like, you know, and so I've watched my mom and dad just stick it out, be faithful. I've seen people leave their church and walk away. I've seen things said about them. I've seen everything that I went through happen to them. I've seen their church split by evil people who everyone praised, and then 10 years later people were like, wait a minute. Like it took a decade, but like, oh, actually they were the, you know. I've seen all that, and so that helped me because you know, my dad, my mom, they're northern Michigan people. They're out there doing their thing day after day after day.
Need some thick skin for that cold weather.
You do thick skin, thick coats. And so the example of that they've given to us, I mean, 50 years of marriage, 50 years of pastoring the same church.
Wow.
That's grit.
Yeah.
Like grit is not some influencer on a treadmill running and then shutting the treadmill off as soon as he's done with his little speech to give you and then heading home. That's not grit. Grit is not even like, well, I don't want to run today, but I am. Grit is like, I don't want to run today, but I am, like I have been for the last 10 years.
They always say like you'll know really about somebody behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Not what they're putting out for show.
Yeah.
And I love that.
Yeah. One of the best things I've ever heard was, don't worry about getting revenge. Rotten fruit falls anyways.
Yeah, that's good.
Right? Like it's like, don't worry about it. That's
really good.
It's really good. Right? Like, don't worry about it. Just let them do their thing. They're going to fall. Right?
Yeah.
But like a tree or a rock that stands faithfully for generation after generation after generation.
Yeah.
That's something to look towards and try to emulate.
Wow.
So I had that in my parents. I have that in my parents. So what I went through before we got here was, it was hard, but like I had a wife believing in me.
Yeah.
I had a very firm belief in God. I don't know if I should have such a belief in myself or not, but I do.
Yeah.
And then my parents are just like examples of how to keep moving, how to keep going.
I love that.
So
hearing your story, I'm just like, man, Family Church picked a good one because
thank you.
I mean that in a way where it's like, man, God was working in you the whole time without you even knowing, like preparing you for something big.
Yeah.
And man, you're going to do such amazing things in Lake Worth Beach.
Thank you.
You're in Florida now?
Yeah.
How are you enjoying it?
Dude, we love Florida.
Yeah.
So we're outdoor people.
Yeah. It's different hiking here than it is.
It is.
North.
It is actually crazy. My brother came to visit, and he was like, "Hey, I want to go hiking, but I don't want to hike anywhere that like tourist hike."
Yeah.
So I took him to the Big Cypress Trail in the Everglades. Have you ever been there?
No.
Okay, so
is it cool?
It's wild. So it's
probably some snakes and gators out
there. There's a boardwalk, and there's like a 6-foot long gator. Okay, I don't know enough.
My wife's not going on that walk with me.
I don't know enough about Florida to know if that thing's going to eat me or not, but it looks like it can. And then the boardwalk just ends in waist deep water, and you walk through a swamp for like 40 miles.
And you did it?
And we did 6 of it.
Did you have like, what do they call that, waders on?
So here's...
Yo, y'all, it's crazy, man.
So my brother's like the ultimate male, right? Yeah. Like
no gator gonna fight. I'm gonna fight that gator.
Yeah. I mean, he lives in Ghana, and he goes to the Congo, and he's swimming Mackinac. Like, he's just like this ultimate dude.
Yeah.
So he just got plunged right in. I was in like Lululemon shorts.
Oh man!
I'm like, are we doing this?
Like, my wife might kill me.
Yeah. We doing this?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So we did like 6 miles out there in this swamp.
Wow.
And there were snakes. You know, I mean, like you're walking along and you're like, wait, and the snake goes by. Like, bro,
no, I can't do that. I got into hunting this year.
Okay.
And I was boar hunting for a while. My buddy Josh, he's like, hey, come duck hunt with me.
Yeah, duck hunting's fun too.
I said, I can't, man. I said, listen, I'm from the north. Like, you get in the water, nothing's gonna bite me.
Yeah.
I don't know what's in the water down here.
Everything will bite you.
And if I shoot a duck, I then have to walk to that duck. I'm good. So like here in your store, like I'm not getting in that water.
It was wild. That was like, I didn't know what to expect. And my brother is like, you know, he wants it to be more difficult, right?
Yeah,
so
like
I just
like give me all the adventure.
Yeah, so I picked that trail. We drove out there, got in, and then I was like, oh man, this is wild.
After seeing the 6-foot gator, I'm shocked you got in that water.
Yeah. Like
that was the same water that gator was in?
Yeah. And he didn't pause. He just, all right, here we go. This is the trail. I'm like, all right, man. Like,
did you see any gators when you were in there?
No, we didn't.
I heard they try and like, they typically are scared of us. But I would imagine the Everglades, like the risk of injury is a little higher.
Yeah. So it was interesting because we're walking on like rock in waist deep water.
Yeah.
So you're like slipping and you're tripping over roots and you're doing all, you know, so like at one point
like, is that a gator? Is that a snake?
Yeah. So it was crazy, but I love South Florida. I grew up outdoors all day, every day.
Yeah.
And like we like literally from the moment we were up, my mom was like, go outside.
Yeah.
And we would come back home for dinner.
That's good for kids, though.
That's so good, man.
Like I want to do that for my son. Like I think I'm leaning towards homeschool because public school's a little different. I just talked about this with Dwight.
Yeah.
And I want him to like get like 3 to 4 hours of like real stuff.
Yeah.
And then man, go learn how to be a kid.
Yeah, go be a kid.
Go be a kid. Like maybe build some stuff with dad or learn how to cut the grass. Like just random stuff. Yeah. Go build a fort.
Right.
I just think that's good for a kid.
I mean, like cognitively, them learning how to problem solve, you know, like we would hop a fence.
Yeah.
Go through this field that had a bull and it had all these cows. So we had to get over and through the barbed wire fence. Yeah. Like one time my brother got caught in it and hung upside down.
Oh, wow.
He had like this, he's got this scar on his leg to show for that. But like we had to get away from the bull and then go through this forest and then like go down into this swamp and like catch frog eggs, bring the frog eggs home, turn them into tadpoles, turn them into frogs.
That's so
You
cool.
learn way more.
Oh, yeah.
At least I did.
Like I grew up like you had a tire swing.
Yeah.
I had this, my Aunt Jean, she was like my great aunt. She had like this, we called them like a mine hole because it was like where they would dig up and then they would leave there and then eventually it turned into like a small lake.
Yeah. Yep.
You don't want to drink that water or go in that water. But like that's what you learn. Like, you go out there, you walk around barefoot, like you're just doing fun stuff, man.
Yeah. This is just my like hobby horse, but I don't think 180 days spent with government people teaching our kids is the answer.
I don't either. Nothing against those people.
For school, it's not against them.
No.
But why does anyone have the right to say to me, your kid has to forced to spend half of their life growing up with us
in a classroom like this size?
That's
all day.
It's not a natural thing, like
which they don't even have the attention span for an hour.
Right.
It's like this can't be good.
No.
That's another loophole, though.
Yeah, we could go on that.
I got into it with Dwight. It was fun.
I'll watch that episode because I'm sure he says similar to what I said, but like, yeah.
So you are now the pastor of Lake Worth Beach, and then we'll end here. But what should people know about what's going on at Lake Worth Beach Church? Because it's I feel like it's booming. It's growing, and I'm excited to see what God's going to do there.
Thank you. Yeah, I am just somebody who believes that a church can flip a neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
I firmly believe that. Like you get a church, you put families in that church, the neighborhood will change.
Yeah.
And so we're starting to see that,
which is what I love about Family Church.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't have come. Like, there's not a better place for me to have come to. I'm super grateful for Family Church. Family Church is like, every week I'm more grateful to be here. And that's not how it normally goes. Yeah. Like, normally you get past the shiny stuff and then you're like, okay, here's what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
With Family Church, it's like week by week, I'm more grateful to be in it.
Yeah. I told you when I met with you that's how I was, because my wife, when we were doing long distance, was always talking about Family Church. I'm like, I get it. Your church is so great.
Yeah.
I was like, what about my church? It's like you come down, you're like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
this is great.
Yeah.
Like, planting a neighborhood church in a neighborhood is like, this is great.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I love. So our church looks like our neighborhood.
Yeah.
I mean, we're very multicultural, multi-generational, and people are walking in. A ton of people, golf carts are walking in, right? Yeah. One of the two. I love that feel of like, this is a true neighborhood church.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're building it with young families and young people. It's full of them. Mm-hmm. And I think God's really doing something special, and we're starting to see lives changed.
Yeah.
One of the coolest things, I have 2 pictures. I know I'm probably going over, but
that's okay. This is good.
One is this guy, Travis. So Travis is standing in knee-deep water, and he's holding a rake above his head, celebrating.
Yeah.
And Travis is celebrating the fact that he managed to unplug our storm sewer drain.
Oh my gosh.
On a Sunday morning at like 9 a.m. and he's in like knee-deep water.
Yeah.
And he's celebrating with his friend that he did this, that he got it. And then 2 weeks later, we baptized 10 people in the ocean.
Wow.
And in the ocean, we baptized this guy. He comes out and he raises his hands in the same exact way that Travis raised his hand.
Yeah.
I think that like this leads to this.
Yeah.
And so the thing that I love about our church and Family Church in general, but Lake Worth Beach, is you get to serve with guys, with girls, with people who they're seeing this.
Yeah.
Right? They're seeing that this leads to this. We're watching people's faith stories unfold in front of us.
Yeah.
And we're seeing, like people who come in broken or like angry or having curiosity but no real understanding of faith at all.
Yeah. And
then right now we're just watching God just change their lives in front of us.
I love that.
And it really has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with everybody else who's doing their thing, and then God just radically transforming lives in this space. And then as a result, we're starting to see the town begin to change too.
Yeah.
Which is really powerful.
Well, I love that. I appreciate you, Pastor Jason, for coming on the podcast, man. Your story, incredible.
Thank you, man.
We'll have to watch Michigan and Ohio State together.
I
tell my wife that. I was like, we got to do that.
I'm in.
For those that have made it this far, incredible story, incredible wisdom. And that's just what I love about this. I feel like one of my spiritual gifts is like, I love just getting to know somebody and have a good conversation and hearing their story and just picking at it.
Yeah.
Because it's also some wisdom for me and everyone else who's listening to this.
Yeah, I learned by listening to my grandpa tell stories.
Yeah.
We learn through these conversations. You have to be in relationship. You're really great at relationship, and learning and uncovering wisdom is a gift you have for sure.
I appreciate that. Well, we'll see you guys next time on the Everyday Faith Podcast.